tell us who you are and what you're covering today?
Absolutely. So much great stuff going on here. It's not just about tech. It's about connections and getting benefit from your H7 membership. And I'm a multi-year person and I really enjoyed it here. I am a fractional CMO. I have a full service marketing agency. We used we call our core four: top forces online, reputation, social, funnels, and traffic. And we'll help anybody with any of that. Undeniable AI. Gary Vee says, if you're not using AI, you're going to get left behind. You're going to be like a CEO that says, have my secretary print out my email so I can read it. So stay with it. Come to the room, watch a recording. Today we continue the hacks, the customizations. In the past couple of weeks, we were looking for some solutions of alternate AIs in different categories. I got that to share. I got a thing to share on how to basically get ChatGPT 4 for free. So come on down.
All right, excellent. So you're saying alternate AI, alternate to ChatGPT, is that what you mean?
Yeah. ChatGPT is the darling, but there are new ones coming out every week. So there's ones on images, there's ones on marketing, there's ones on probably 8 different categories of new AIs, because people have different uses than just the chat part, right?
Awesome, love it. Thank you for that.
So I mean, you're on ChatGPT, right? Have you been playing with it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I've kind of been having it create briefs for myself.
Gotcha. So that is a whole part of it. Like, spend the time, do something you're familiar with, so you can like get a level set on what it's doing or saying, right?
And I guess figure out the prompts that are kind of giving the right responses.
So, oh hey, welcome.
I'm here. I'm like, I don't want to show my face if it's a whole bunch of people. I'm out walking the dogs in this beautiful San Diego day. Isn't it gorgeous?
Well,
Yeah.
Thank you for joining. Yeah.
I'm gonna go back so I can put my hand down and not walk around and look like a goofball.
Awesome. It's going to be a small room, which is great because we do a lot of one-on-one stuff. I just got a little background on Nick and what he does and how he's using it. So are you using it?
Oh yeah, I have a subscription to Jasper. I have a subscription to OpenAI Playground, and I use ChatGPT, and sometimes I have all 3 windows open at the same time.
Well, look at you. So Jasper was the darling long before ChatGPT, and it's really a marketing focused one rather than this broad brush that the ChatGPT is. And so Jasper's pretty great for depending on your use case, right?
I am sales and marketing strategy.
Boom.
So, yeah, that's why I wanted to. I like Jasper to learn more about the recipes. My ultimate goal would be to create my own book of recipes for a use case of writing content and profiles on LinkedIn. And I know people are doing it already, but I just want to do that from my perspective.
Well, it's a big ocean, and there's a lot of people, and there's a space for everybody to find their tribe, like you said, from your perspective, right? So that's awesome. So do you guys both have the secret plugin for ChatGPT?
No.
Oh my gosh, this is going to be worth it right here. So let me
you might have to email me since I'm walking.
I will I will look you up.
No, I'll put it in chat right now.
Perfect.
Just in
so
case.
I'm going to share my screen here, and you've got to have this one. Can you guys see that?
Yep.
Okay, so it's up here. AIPRM, and it's a Chrome extension.
Oh, let me look.
So it's great. And then if you email me, I'll
screenshot it.
Perfect. So, I mean, you guys both know that garbage in, garbage out. And so you have to be a prompt engineer. And this is basically the best tool for doing this. When I first was started sharing this like a month or two ago, there was like 450 prompts in here. Now there's 2,700. And so these are amazing, pre-written, very complex asks, right? So for example, I did one earlier. So you guys know this, like this is your history. So I don't have to go over that stuff. We'll jump right in. So this is magic. This is worth the price of admission. This is worth the price of a year's worth of H7 to get this if you're going to use ChatGPT. Because there's tons of people out there that'll talk about this and they have little fancy ones, and I have some simple ones, you know. But say you want to do something, let's use Nick. Write a campaign brief. Let's see if it finds anything. Doesn't look like that. See, that's kind of jargony, right?
Yeah. Maybe say like write a influencer marketing campaign.
And that might be niching, right?
Mm-hmm. Even that influencer outreach thing that it just popped up would be good.
So that's how to get them. Let's stay on the marketing campaign, right?
And that's kind of really broad because there's inbound marketing campaign, outbound marketing campaign,
Yeah.
referral marketing campaign.
I'll let you play with it. Let's do a video script, right? Because I know this one is pretty great. I just used it. And this is a good example, right? Oh, what's a script? Well, a script is just what you say, right? But when you start looking at some of these, like look at this one here. It's a long video script writer, a script, description, title, product description, right? Or here's one, writes a script, a title, description, keywords, intros, outros. So I'm going to do this one. And I got a project. We're doing joys of sports cards collecting. I got a client that is he's got a sports card shop. So we're going to make a video about like the joys of collecting and show a bunch of client pictures, right? But that's the use case. The point is, I didn't have to say.
Wait, I might have, when you're done with that, loop me in.
Okay.
Because I have two clients that are huge comic book collectors.
Okay.
And their videos and their digital is so outdated.
Oh,
I'm building
excellent.
a database for them, but it would be a good referral for you.
Ah, you're awesome. Okay, I put that down in my homework. So because I used that prompt, all I had to do was put in my topic, right? So I didn't have to say, write me a script, include a title, include a description, include an intro, include what my voiceover should say, right? This thing did this because it's a very intelligent, crafted prompt. So when you go through that 2,800, you still gotta like, you know, have some common sense, like see how they're rated, you know, see if they get a lot of use, try them, you know. And so because I picked that one that was kind of this comprehensive video script generator plus, right? I get this, you know, I get a title, get a description, I get keywords, I get an intro, I get a voiceover. Some of them would even talk about like what images to use or what B-roll to show, right? So that's an example of how great is this AI PRM plugin. Now, the other thing that I teach, and you guys may know this, but a best practice is always save off your prompts and the results. Do you guys do that?
I always save it off.
Good. It's good, man. Because that's the only way. Because sometimes for weeks, this history was gone. You're like, oh, I'm going to go do this. And now today's my deadline. And I go back in here and my stuff's gone. Right.
Yeah, I have. What I wish they'd have on ChatGPT is categories because I have all the previous
Right. So
chat.
there's plugins now, extensions that I think do that. They let you save off your stuff, right? And
Uh-huh.
I can only imagine, I can only hope that that's the next logical thing when you're saving your prompt response library, right? Let's give it some
Right.
structure.
Because you can't edit it, like go back and just give it a title. You could, yeah, no, there's
Yeah,
nothing. I guess
yeah.
I
I
could
mean,
start
I think
writing it like that.
you can go back here and edit it, your old ones. Um, and I guess you guys know the other advice, simple practice, and I say this as much for the people who are going to watch this is just for you if you're users. But if you're going to start something new, go to new. Don't go over to sports cards collecting and then keto recipes. And there's going to be one name up here, and you'll never be able to find like where did I do that keto recipe search, right?
Yeah.
So always a new chat for a new thing. I'm going to do it here because guess what pops back up? Our prompt library, right? So I think just because you deal with influencer, um, you're going to have to stick more on your topic, Nick, like
Hmm.
outline of marketing campaign, right?
Right.
Influencer doesn't seem to be very big in here,
Seems like I
but
might need to start making some
that's a
prompts.
niche marketing use. Yeah, make one and put it up here. Yeah. Um, so what would you do? Like a social media marketing campaign? Is that, I mean, influencers are on social media, right?
Right.
I'm just trying to get something that's going to resonate, right? All right, just for fun, I'm gonna do this one.
Yeah.
Um, so it's gonna do. This one's not great, right? It doesn't tell you all the cool things it's gonna do for you, right? But let's just do this. So now you see, it's got a little idea like for an online course that helps. Like, let's put your words in here, right? For engaging an influencer, right?
Yeah.
So it's already for social media campaigns. So I don't know why you'd have to say that, but we'll say it because the example said that, right?
Hmm.
Campaign using an influencer.
And then maybe say like to promote a coffee mug or something,
What to promote what?
like a coffee mug or some kind of
Okay,
product.
let's give it. Yeah. Okay. And so here we go. So here we are. It's going to do those same things you just told me, like objectives, title. We got a weekly content suggestions. Like there's a campaign outline right there.
Yeah.
And again, maybe preach to the choir. I'm going to say this. This is for ideation, right? I know some of the top copywriters online. Like I know guys that write stuff for like Grant Cardone, and they embrace this stuff, right? Like Gary Vee says, yeah, you've got to be using it. And all it does is it helps their ideas. You still have to wordsmith it. You still have to check for errors. I don't know if there's many errors in this, but if you're doing something where you're pretty good at it, right? But like, how great is this? Here's a month's worth of ideas. Does that look like something that might help you, Nick?
Oh yeah.
Even if you like this, I
It'll
mean, like, I could look at some and be like, I do this all the time, but I didn't really think of four of those things.
right. It's ideas and
Yeah,
things you can take away from it.
yeah. Um, follow my own medicine here. Just because this is for influencers, I mean, these are solid things, right? I mean, like, we don't need to do it in this, but increase engagement, boost brand, drive sales.
Yeah, it's all the fundamentals.
Yeah, here's your foundation, brand awareness, pick your
Picking your
platforms.
platform. Yep.
I mean, this is just a solid outline for almost anything, right?
Yeah, and like using
Look at this. You
influencers
don't
to run
even really
contests for you.
get them in here till the second week, right? Like make a good plan first.
Yeah.
And then now that you have your plan, then, start doing it, right? How are we doing on time? I lose time when I'm sharing.
11:40.
The time left should be like
Oh,
10
no, that's what
minutes.
time it is. Yeah.
We usually come back at maybe quarter till. So we've got another 5 minutes or something. Did you have one you wanted to do? How do I say your name
Catherine.
right? Catherine?
Catherine.
Okay.
No, because I have a handle of how to use it.
Okay.
So I'm super excited to maybe cancel Jasper's recipes. I mean, I just actually wanted to experience it. I thought I'd play with image.
So
It's just so much work.
The sister product at OpenAI is DALL-E, right? It uses your same login, right?
Okay.
And this one, it's pretty poor as far as they go. If you want to do images, you should really be over on Midjourney, right?
I don't really want to do images. I just didn't want to be someone that said I don't know anything about it. So I thought, well, let me just get educated enough to be able to have a conversation with someone.
Yeah. So you can do something. This is my favorite one. I do golden retriever jumping into a lake. And it does really strange things, right? Like I did fly fishing. I mean, it looks like it's called Dali, but it looks like Salvador Dali, a bunch of this crazy stuff.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else did I do? I did one last week. Like I was looking for um generic stuff. We're moving into white collar clients this year, so we got a elder care attorney, and I just wanted something to put as like a generic image, right? Like say on a Google product listing or something, and something that was not clip art, right? And I think that's one of the good use cases is not clip art. So I'm like, well, this is kind of cool, right? It's got a pen, it's got glasses. Now, I would personally like bring this into like a graphic editor and put like Miller Trust or some good word at the top. It puts terrible words like it misspells the words.
It's
So
abstract.
what's that?
It's just abstract.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think that one was a suggestion. I mean, I do a lot of 5-star.
Is Dolly free?
It is. Somebody said that they started charging for it. I haven't confirmed that. I was in before, like last week, they said they started charging for it.
Okay, I'll check.
But since I'm logged in, it just went in under my account, right?
Yeah.
But really, that whole Midjourney thing is, the right way to go if you're doing images. Let me share this thing that I was going to talk about these not prompts, but uses. So here's one, Mid-Journey. Can you see this right? So for images, Mid-Journey is one. There's one from Microsoft, right? And that's actually the free hack. Go into Microsoft Bing, and then they'll make you load the Edge browser, but basically ChatGPT 4 sitting under Microsoft Bing as their AI engine. So you don't have to pay. Stable Diffusion. And actually, I think they've been out for a while. I think they're like pre-ChatGPT people. And so that's what we have people in here last year, like last week, last month, last few months. What are the other choices, out there in the world for X? So
what about those coding ones? Like Codex?
see, that one's from OpenAI. So it's still not ChatGPT. I think it is, what does it say?
Natural language to code?
Yeah. So that's actually a pretty great idea there. I've got some coders on my team for a pet project of mine, and they're pretty doggone amazed, right?
Yeah.
at what you can actually do, right?
It's like, oh, my eyes aren't going
Look, and
cross.
here's Amazon getting in the game. So look, there's a lot of the OpenAI company stuff on here, right? So
Mhm.
here's the darling, but they're here, they're here,
The SpaceX
they're here.
spaceship just exploded.
Oh,
No.
really?
Squirrel. Yeah.
Did they have people on board?
I don't know. I'm just walking in Twitter and I came
Oh,
across SpaceX spaceship explodes. I'm like, what?
I
I'm
think it
not
was a
going to click
test
and go
launch.
read it.
oh my goodness. I'm gonna stay on point here. Because this was my topic for the day.
Yeah.
And it's going to be in the recording, right? So that's one of the thing about Tech Corner,
Erase
right?
that note.
Yeah. So here's images. Mid-Journey, right? And here's a couple new ones. And here's coding. Here's a couple new ones, right? Here's writing. There's Jasper. So that writing, I think like marketing writing, right? Coolbot, I think is I think I've seen that one before. It's more like maybe blog writing. So we got 10 seconds. Hopefully you guys got a good takeaway to share with the group. And I will follow up with you guys if we're not connected on LinkedIn and get your emails, and I'll send you some stuff too.
Greg?
It was pretty great. We found some really great things. We were looking at all these AI alternatives and different things like coding or images, audio. And it turns out OpenAI has some tool in all of those. They got a specialized one for coding, specialized one for video, specialized one for audio.
That's awesome. That's a big bit of information there.